Dude, stop being a Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
This is the only guy.
Sharpen the harpoon!
The team just ran for 200 yards.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? 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 This is a legitimate question to everybody out there.
What do you want to ask?
Okay. If you bring in Jonathan Taylor, if okay, without Christian Wilkins getting signed, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
So the hell with Christian Wilkins?
Yeah, not the hell, but we got Super Bowls to win, baby.
No, but what are you gonna do?
What about it?
What are you gonna do with Christian Wilkins?
Franchise tag him next year.
Oh my goodness.
22 guaranteed, he'll be all right.
What does that say? To think about
What does
this.
it say?
He's a homegrown guy.
Who?
You drafted him, Christian Wilkins.
Yeah.
You brought in 4 other guys and gave them substantial contracts.
Mhm.
And now you're gonna do it again without taking care of him, and you don't care? No, you got
Super Bowl.
oh my god.
Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Oh, Leroy.
No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. You, unless you can be reasonable about it, I'm not doing
I
it.
am reasonable.
No, you're not.
What's
What are you
going
gonna do to Christian Wilkins? So what is that? What message does that
You're
send?
not.
Pay him too.
Committed to winning.
You can't. You're already $50 million over the cap for next year.
You can get rid of Agba. You can get rid of Xavier Howard. Boom. Done.
Whoa! Okay,
So you want to
hold
get? Hold on.
Can we talk about this?
To bring in
I already read Barry Jackson's column on the outs.
to bring in
Yeah.
another running back after
No,
rushing for
the
200
running
yards.
back.
Is it
The running dude, he's 24. He's 24. You know how you were like shocked? You're like, oh, go believe no Benogany. He's only this age. I can't believe this guy's 24.
again? You can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
In order to make this move,
Yeah.
you have to come to the conclusion
Yep.
that you would be substantially better.
I agree.
Will you be substantially better? What is substantially better than 200 yards rushing?
What do you mean?
Just what I said.
You're going off Savon Ahmed might not even make the roster. You're going
Oh,
off of that
okay,
guy.
but listen. So that means whoever's going to be in this place is going to be better than him.
I don't know that.
So you're saying they would cut the guy who's not the best?
I'm telling you right now that I
You-
don't know what would happen, but what I do know is if you paired up Jonathan Taylor and Raheem Mostert, Super Bowl, Super Bowl,
All right.
Super Bowl, Super Bowl. And could you imagine? I mean,
I can honestly say these are the days I hate radio
Why,
because you're
dude?
not
Why,
making any sense.
I'm making sense.
This doesn't make sense.
Dude, he wants to be here. Come on. You know, his agent's from down here.
You want to be the guy to go talk to Christian Wilkins?
He's not talking. He's being, he's doing his little holding. He doesn't
But
wanna practice, he doesn't practice.
But again, you want to be the guy to go tell Christian Wilkins, we're not going to pay you, but we're going to go pay some guy from Indianapolis.
Is he not playing or is he playing?
All right. I really don't think you've thought this.
So
through.
wait, your only quibble to this is that because you can't pay Christian Wilkins right away.
No, it's an overall message that you send to your team. A lot of teams like sending a message, like the Heat do.
Mhm.
We take care of ours, right? Christian Wilkins has been a stand-up dude throughout all this.
Mhm.
He hasn't made a big deal. He hasn't called out anybody. He's just went out and done his work.
Sure, I agree.
Right? And to reward him for that, you're going to say, let's go sign this other guy and we'll just franchise him next year.
He made his choice. He's holding out of drills.
And you're doing this because he's holding out of drills. Again, I knew I didn't want to do this.
What?
I don't want to do this because you're so
But
it doesn't even make sense.
Well, what's your bigger?
This doesn't make
Okay,
sense.
well, what's your bigger quibble? Is your quibble that you're not going?
How much better are you going to be with Jonathan Taylor? You just ran for 200 yards.
Didn't he take the Colts to the playoffs with Phillip Rivers as portrait quarterback?
We were already in the playoffs last year.
I know, but this guy. But think about this.
How? Here.
It's like it's.
Please tell me. No.
Whoa.
I would like you to tell me
Okay.
how much better
Yep.
as a team
Right.
would you be with Jonathan Taylor, and then tell me how much better you'll be without Christian Wilkins.
Well, you're not losing Christian Wilkins. Why do you keep acting? See, here's the thing. I don't understand why you do this and you act like Christian Wilkins gets to up and leave this year.
No, but I'm just saying, why wouldn't you take care of your own?
They will. Why does that have to be mutually exclusive?
Okay.
I just told you how they could get
Because
some cap space.
How?
They cut Ogba in the offseason. They cut Xavier Howard in the offseason. They got the money.
Why are you cutting Xavier Howard?
Gotta make it work.
Come on, there's nothing else.
Getting a little long in the tooth. You got Jalen Ramsey here. You're gonna have Cam Smith.
Wait,
trying to replace.
Isn't Jalen Ramsey older than X?
I don't know. He's not. But like, who's better?
What if we get
Right
one Super
now?
Bowl in
Xavier
20 years?
Howard, because
With his old
oh my,
groin.
you know what's amazing? To make his point, do you see how he will turn on any player?
I'm not turning on.
Yes,
anybody.
you are.
I'm not
You want to
turning on
cut
anybody.
Xavier Howard?
But you're asking me tomorrow's problems today. When today I can get.
No,
Jonathan
this is a
Taylor.
today's problem.
It's not a today's problem.
So
Today's
you don't
issue
think
is-
Christian Wilkins is a problem today?
No.
Why not?
He's under contract, and you can franchise him.
You're missing the point here. The point is that if you want to be a team that takes care of your own, you can't go sign 5 guys from other teams, give them extensions, redo their contracts, and not take care of your own guys.
That's true.
Okay.
And by the way, they've already made that precedent. So why all of a sudden you make an exception for Christian Wilkins? They clearly haven't.
Because he's probably one of your best 2 or 3 players on the team.
But they haven't signed him yet. So why, I don't understand why you're getting mad at me for something they're already showing their hand for. Like, they could not have Jonathan Taylor and still not pay Christian Wilkins because they didn't get Dalvin Cook and they still didn't pay Christian Wilkins. And you're yelling at this idea that you get Jonathan Taylor, that means you're not going to get Christian Wilkins. It's like, well, they haven't already. So why should I deprive myself of some fun as a fan of getting Jonathan Taylor when the organization hasn't paid him yet?
Are you want Jonathan Taylor because of the name or because of the production?
Production.
Really? And how much more production would you get out of him that you won't get from these guys?
Nearly 2,000 yards.
That's in that
He's
offense.
the youngest running back to ever run for 2,000.
They are.
Hold on.
They are
touchdowns.
A running football team.
20.
This is a little bit different.
Hold on, dude. I don't understand. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
How could you not like this?
You were just telling me yesterday about how impressed you were with the run game.
Mm-hmm.
Their commitment to it, how things are going to start working for it.
Right.
I don't understand the idea of you have a guy who is clearly better in his career. There's no debate about it. That Jonathan Taylor's is a better running back than anybody we got by a long shot. The only guy I can't really argue that is A-Chain because I don't know what A-Chain's going to be.
You don't know what he's going to be.
Okay?
Correct.
You have a chance to get him. Put yourself even more over the top. You pair him up with Raheem Mostert, and you're like,
No, let me tell you why. Because you're taking the production that he had in Indianapolis and trying to make that same production here.
Why wouldn't I?
And what I'm saying, because the offenses are different. They run the ball a lot different than Indianapolis did. So the production that you would get wouldn't be the same because he'd be in a different offense.
So you don't think Mike McDaniel can figure him out?
He's a product of the system?
It's just this. No, he's not. I'm saying he is the best product of that system.
He's really good.
Okay.
Well,
but down here, if you look at the running backs and how they run the football, it's a different type of run game. It is.
How? Yeah, how?
Okay, because one is nothing but speed. They run the ball with a lot of different people. Right? They don't have just one bell cow guy that they put in the backfield and say you are a running back. They run out a bunch of different formations with a lot of different people. Wide receivers run the football. They do a lot of different things with the run game to run the football here.
He had the fastest combine time. But he's fast.
And where do you think that fits? So are all these guys.
Yeah, but they're not Jonathan Taylor, dog.
4.39.
I give. I can't. I will not have another conversation. No, I'm not at all.
Well, let me have some fun.
No,
wow.
But your fun is not even being realistic. Like you have to look at. Okay, go.
But here's the thing. First of all, I have a GM who likes stars. Okay.
Okay.
He's a star bleeper.
Okay.
Which is not. There's nothing wrong with that. I like it.
Right.
He's definitely shown a propensity to give up high draft picks for stars.
He don't have any.
He does. He has next year's pick.
Okay.
Now he did say at this year's draft that he would let Mike McDaniel have his first round pick ever, but Jonathan Taylor, baby. And then the other thing on this is their behavior has shown they reportedly made an offer for Dalvin Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they were interested in Dalvin Cook. Whatever, they had their budget on it.
Right.
They reportedly checked in on Saquon Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they're gonna be interested in Jonathan Taylor.
No. Checking in and really making an effort to get him are two different things.
Unless you got shut down.
Okay.
Unless you got shut down.
Here. They made an offer to Dalvin Cook.
Mm-hmm.
They were negotiating. This is what we have to offer. Take it or leave it. He left it. Okay, that's not. They really wanted Dalvin Cook.
But they also reportedly were thinking about trading for him even before he got off the Vikings.
Absolutely.
So they have shown, and they show
nothing serious. Just because you kick the tires on something doesn't mean that.
But if you have a guy who's at his age, which is 24 years old, you could give him whatever contract it is. I don't even know how smart that is because I know no running backs getting paid this year, but it's a little weird to argue that running backs are underpaid and then have a problem with it. But either way.
So you'd redo him and give him 10, 12 million a year?
Probably for his age, yeah.
All right.
I mean, why are you laughing at that?
Because I think it's stupid.
Why?
It's stupid.
But why?
Because you are willing to give a running back.
Well, should running backs be taken care of or not? I don't really get your point of this because you said running backs should be taken care of.
I think running backs are important.
Okay.
Right?
So why so this guy's
I think that Jonathan Taylor should have got 10 plus million in Indy. Okay. But to come here and get 10 to 12 million is ridiculous just based on the offense that they run. You're not going to put Jonathan Taylor back there and say, you're our running back. You're going to run all three downs. That's not the offense they run. So why would you pay somebody that much to be a part-time running back?
I'll just bring him in this year and just see.
You're not answering my question. Why would you pay a guy that much to be a part-time running back?
Because you've made the point that they need that to sell how good they are with, because they kind of got figured out by the end of last year. They got figured out with their offense.
No. They didn't get figured out with their offense. They got figured out with all them damn injuries.
No,
they were limited by the quarterback that have to play.
Nope. Even in the games that Tua was playing on the road by the end, everybody kind of figured out what they were doing. They became predictable.
Okay, so that's what another year in offense does.
Maybe
makes you less predictable.
Maybe.
No,
but what would cheer that up?
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Listen, I'm not doubting the talents of Jonathan Taylor. I'm not. Okay? But the same conversation I have with Dalvin Cook is the same conversation I'm going to have with Taylor. And that's this, is that you run the ball a number of different ways, a number of different formations with a lot of different people, right? Anybody who comes here is not going to be the primary guy he was at the team that he left, because that's not what this offense does. So why would you pay top dollar for a guy you're going to play not as much as he played in his last team?
But even with Dalvin Cook, with Dalvin Cook, what I would say is Dalvin Cook's 28, which for running backs, it's like strippers. That's old for a running back now. There's a big, I'm sorry. I don't. Did you? They kicked the stripper out by 30. That's kind of how they've been doing with the running back. But with Jonathan Taylor, he's got a lot of years on the pole left.
Okay.
Only 24.
How do we get here?
Again, you still haven't answered my question.
I feel like I have.
How are you going to pay a guy? Just from a financial standpoint, from
is it a financial standpoint or an optics standpoint?
Everything. First of all, your priority is taking care of Christian Wilkins. Okay? But I'll set that aside. Okay. I'll let you make another player on the team miserable to get what you want.
He's already miserable.
No, he's not miserable.
He's not?
They're working on this contract.
Are they?
So my question to you is, why would you pay premium dollar for a part-time player? You're not going to get he's not going to get the ball 30 times a game.
Why wouldn't you give him the ball?
That's not what this offense does. Oh my God, I can't.
Listen, we got to take a
no.
I can't. John Anik's going to join us later on this hour.
Goodness. You're an idiot. You are an idiot, and I can't believe we only been doing the show for 15 minutes because.
guy said pay running backs, and all of a sudden he doesn't want.
I didn't realize he didn't like running backs. Leroy Hoard.
Leroy Hoard.
Listen.
Not for supporting his brother. Yeah.
Wow.
Tobin and the Toad. Go at it. There you go.
I don't know why he's so mad at me. I don't understand. Like,
I didn't realize he hated running backs.
I didn't understand. Like, yeah, shouldn't he care about his I don't know, professional lineage or something like that?
Also, he's caring about D tackles.
I like Christian Wilkins too. Don't get me wrong, but I don't understand what one thing has to do with the other. Like, the Dolphins have clearly been interested in a star running back. Like, I get what Leroy's saying, that they have a system and that they're going to weave guys in, but also they clearly put a value on it, because why are they rumored to be around every star running back that's been available? Like, as soon as it happened, Barry Jackson's like, Dolphins will explore it.
Okay, now this is the thing. You said you quoted Barry Jackson's article on this as well.
Yep.
I don't like getting rid of Xavier Howard.
Yeah, but that's next year. That's not this year. We don't have to get rid of him until the offseason.
Sure.
I'm just saying, Barry's just making the example theoretically. If you wanted to make cap space, it's not that hard. Like, they could do it in the offseason, which is what the point is the entire time, is like, we keep making these things of, they're going to be in cap hell. They're going to be. We don't know, dude. The cap is fugazi. It's a lie.
Cap is fugazi.
It's a lie. And, they just make it up as they go. And the cap, who knows? They could have like the official NFL toilet next year, and the cap goes up by $100 million. It's made up. It's a problem for next year. That's my big point of it. I'm not against paying Christian Wilkins. Yeah. I'm for winning now. This team needs to win now, because the guy that they really got to worry about paying next year, believe it or not, should he stay healthy, is their quarterback, who, by the way, is going to make twice the amount of Christian Wilkins, even if he's not that good. That's the bigger thing. So I'm just that. I get it. I get the arguments. Running back is devalued.
It's not even
simply
that.
Look at the franchise tags. Saquon Barkley is making what, 10 million this year, 11 million.
Right.
Christian Wilkins, who was franchise next year, would make twice that. That's the franchise number. It's a clearly more valued position, but I'm not the franchise that's held up on it. We're here on August 22nd. They still haven't paid him. Every other D tackle other than Chris Jones got paid.
I just got tricked by one of the comments. I'm very sad.
What happened?
I read a comment. I think it was from, I don't know. I can't, either way, it said, oh, it's from Josh. I heard Jonathan Taylor is best friends with Bam. He's best friends with everyone. So I Googled it. I definitely Googled it. Nothing.
No, but I think I did see on Twitter yesterday. I don't know who on Dolphins Twitter put it, but who blocked for him at his school? Alec Ingold.
Oh,
little fullback running back.
Got to get Ingold on the phone.
Yeah, get him on the horn. You're done with me today already. You're not going to argue this anymore. I'm not. You don't look right.
I'm not arguing this anymore. You are the only buffoon in the NFL that wants to pay somebody.
I do seem like the only buffoon that wants to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's two running backs making $15 million a year. It's McCaffrey and a Kamara.
Yep.
And I don't know what he would want. I would assume that he wants Christian McCaffrey.
He wants $12 million a year.
That it?
$12 million? That's affordable.
$2 million more than the franchise tag.
It's not that bad. That's not too shabby.
It's not your money.
Well, we'll get rid of
so
that's
money.
why.
That's why.
It's not my money.
Another F1 race.
What are you going to do? Yeah. What are you going to buy another race?
Here's if the Dolphins had run for 70 yards and looked bad running the football, right? The first 2 weeks, I'd listen to your argument a little bit more. But when they have success running the football, to go out and make a luxury pick, that would be a luxury.
I love luxuries, though. Don't you like luxuries every once in a while?
Treat yourself, Leroy.
Treat yourself, dude.
Come on, I treat myself all the time.
I know you do. Man. I know you do, man.
Yep. That's why you ended up with the middle seat on the way back.
Oh, it was so tiny.
It looked like
J-Fig, do you want Jonathan Taylor? Do you want stars?
Sure.
For $12 million. Now, dude, it's like you having a new truck.
Yeah.
And then somebody comes up with a souped up truck, but it's 3 years older. And you decide you want to go get that truck.
Not really, though.
But it's not going to be better than the truck you have, is my point. So why spend more money on another truck? The running game. If you could tell me, right? Definitively, that if Jonathan Taylor was here, what we saw the last 2 weeks would be so much better. Then I'd maybe hear your argument.
You're really shutting this down though, based on a preseason game against the Texans?
I'm shutting it down based on how they looked. It doesn't matter who they played. Let me give you another little insight on. You know what the single hardest thing to do in preseason is? Run the football.
I thought we were going to say care.
Run the football. You know why? Because everybody's running standard defense and standard offense. Usually the defense win those battles all the time. When you've had this much success running the football with standard offense and standard defense,
okay, but
I'm just going to say their running game's going to be good.
Okay, Leroy, okay, so if they go out next week and they run for 60 yards against Jacksonville, your opinion then changes on Jonathan Taylor?
No.
Because you would kill me if that was the case.
No, because I've seen it. They're going to be a good running team.